Well, welcome to our syllabus walkthrough. We're going to spend the next few minutes just going over the syllabus and also, of course, some of the items that we'll be covering in HCA 410 Healthcare Finance. Again, I'm Chris Gibbons. I will be your instructor for this course for the next 8 weeks, and we'll be learning all about finance and, in particular, healthcare finance. So let's take a look. If you haven't done so already, please pause this video and go out and print that syllabus. You can find it on the course overview page. You can also find it right here below where you found this video. So take a moment, pause the video, print out the syllabus. It's always a good thing to have a hard copy of that, and keep it right in your textbook. It's a great resource to keep you on track with what's going on with the course. It can answer a lot of questions for you about assignments. So it's a good resource to have a hard copy of at all times. So, all right. Well, I'm assuming you've gone out, you've printed that syllabus, and now you're back to the video. We'll start with the first page here on my contact information. So you can see here you have my email address, my office phone number. But I will also give you my cell phone number shortly after this video, and you can feel free to use that, especially for text messaging. I love to use texting and to get back to students. Please feel free to use that. The one thing I do ask, if you text me, please say who you are and what class you're from. I am running a couple of classes in the first 8 weeks, and if I don't have everybody quite memorized yet in what section they're in or what class, I have no clue. And sometimes I'll get a text message. I don't even know who they are. So please put your name and the course so I can address any kind of questions that you may have. Also with email, please do the same, your name and the course. Okay, so let's take a look at some things here. Of course, we have add drop dates that we put on all of our syllabi, important dates here. Last day of the class will be Sunday, March 6th. So we will have everything done by then. I think I did say in the video that if we have anybody who is graduating this spring, please send me an email and let me know. I said that in the welcome video. Your course will be ending about a week earlier excuse me, than the rest of the folks. So please let me know if you are graduating this spring, and we will work on a special schedule for you. But for all the rest of us who are not graduating, the last day of class will be March 6th. Course objectives, 4 basic objectives here. Really quickly here is to obtain a broad view of healthcare finance, obtain knowledge of payment methods in healthcare finance, gain introductory knowledge to income statements, balance sheets, and financial reporting. Those of you that have had the accounting class may already have a good idea of what those are. If you haven't, we will be touching on all 3 of those financial reports throughout the course. And number 4, provide an introduction to financial concepts of healthcare finance, which includes financial management and accounting. So we'll be touching on accounting. There's no way to get rid of accounting with finance. The two are somewhat married together, though finance tends to be more of, I will say, a science. Maybe that's the accountants will probably gouge my eyes out for saying that. More of a true science, where accounting is really understanding rules and regulations. Accounting systems can be somewhat arbitrary depending on what country you live in, what type of accounting systems that they use, but the principles of finance tend to be universal, almost like mathematics, of course, very intertwined with mathematics. So those are our 4 course objectives. The only required material for this is the textbook. So please, I'm assuming all of you have the textbook by this point. If you do not have the textbook, please send me a text message right away. We will need to work on that. I can get you some PDFs for the first few chapter readings, but we do need to make sure that you have to have that textbook in hand. This will be the second time I have run this class with this new textbook, so just be forewarned, or just kind of keep in mind, we are using a new textbook. Again, the second class to use this. I think it's a little simplified, more down-to-earth version of a textbook that we were using before. Got some really good feedback on it from the last class, but I will be looking for your feedback as well on this new textbook. Okay, necessary skills and equipment, pretty much the standard for our online classes here. PowerPoint, Office, Microsoft Word, if you will. And there are free substitutes to Microsoft Word out there. We might be doing some videos later on in the class, so for those of you that have had me before, we've had some video projects in here. We might have some in the class to be determined. We'll kind of figure that one out. I'll explain here in just a few moments on that piece, but you will need a microphone and a video camera. And that could be something done with your phone. It could be done with a laptop. Most everybody has this equipment already integrated into their laptops. If not, they have it within their phone. That can be done too. So stay tuned on that, just in case we do have a little video presentation. Let's see. We'll kind of skip through that. This is all pretty much standard fare through here. We'll just go right to the grades. This is a nice little sheet or table on this particular page where summarizes basically all the activities that we're going to be doing for the course. We're going to have a course conference. For those of you that have had me before, you do know I like these course conferences, these one-on-one conferences. We will handle this over the phone, and it will be about a 10-minute touching base with you in this particular course, any kind of questions that you may have. Also, if you have any questions with the program, we could talk about that too as you're kind of going through it. So these are always good conversations. We always get a lot of, I think, valuable exchange as we go through that. So course conference will be happening over the next 2 weeks. You'll have a chance to schedule that. If you can't find a good time to schedule, let me know. I'm absolutely willing to work with your schedule and find something that accommodates your what you have to do. So, and you'll learn more about how to schedule those conferences. I use a really neat scheduling system for you to schedule that stuff. So, so we have our course conferences. We will have a paper. So the, quote, big paper, unquote, for the class will be an Affordable Care Act paper. This will be the title of the paper. I'm going to give you very specific titling, and it will be Financial Management in the Era of the Affordable Care Act. So you can take that in so many different directions with that paper, but it has to have that title and address financial management in the era of the Affordable Care Act, which is now. And there's so many resources that you can tap into in different directions. We'll talk more about that over the coming weeks. Learning activities. Okay, so in the course we're going to have learning activities. We're going to have 5 of them at 25 points each. That could be a whole bunch of different things. Some weeks will be workbook type of assignments. Some weeks we might have a discussion. Some weeks we might have a little video presentation. Nothing serious, but maybe a little video presentation. So kind of stay tuned for that. Those learning activities will kind of adapt to the needs of the course as we go through there. Again, won't be too difficult, but it will be related to the material that we're covering in that week, and you do have 5 of them. Final exam. We will have a final exam. It will be comprehensive at 150 points. So there's a big chunk of points with the final. We will also have 2 midterm exams. So, think of it, of course, about 1/3 into the course we'll have a midterm. 2/3 will have the second midterm, and then we'll have the final. We won't have weekly quizzes, but we will have these more substantial examinations throughout the course. Each one of those worth 100 points. So, again, some good points, some serious points here. I'll give you more clues about how those questions are going to look as we go through the course. So that structure, again, will have those midterms and final exams being a pretty substantial chunk of points. Every week, we will have topic essays. Okay, so this is kind of where a lot of your, I guess, weekly work is going to reside. It won't be residing in a weekly quiz, but it will be residing in these topic essays. So you'll be writing about a 5, I say essays, but it will be about 5 paragraphs worth of work, which in general turns out to be about 2 pages of typed stuff. So keep that in mind. You have about 2 pages of typed stuff that you'll be doing every module. And again, those are some good points there. That's 50 points each for one of those, and they will happen all throughout the course. Okay, so that summarizes the basic points and assignments that we'll be doing. We'll be using the kind of a traditional grading scale here at the college. You probably run across this quite frequently. The 93 to 1,000 will be an A. So remember, a 92 is not an A in this course. So if you want an A, you got to make sure that you're above that 93%, or in this case, out of 1,000 points, it'll be 930 points. Learning activities and expectations. Here you'll find a kind of a summary of all the assignments, the readings and presentations, the topic essay. Again, we'll be using APA style. It won't exactly quite fit APA format, but using APA style, which for me, and I'll give you some more guidance in this as well. For me, the big thing in it is cover page. You don't need any abstract or anything like that. Cover page, and then the body of your work. The 2 written pages, and then the 4th page would be your reference pages and the in-text citations. So make sure you're using the in-text citations. Try to apply level heads if you don't know what those are. I'll be giving you some help with APA in your writing assignments. So look for that if you don't know what the level heads are. Try to apply those when possible. So that is what we're going to be doing for topic essays, learning activities, kind of a free-for-all area. Most will resemble some workbook-like activities, but case scenarios, web-based activities, and again, we might have a little video thrown in there where you guys will shoot a little video. Course conferences we've gone over. This is some more information about the paper, midterm, and final exam. Okay, so that kind of covers the basics for the course. You can read throughout the entire syllabus for more details in there. I just wanted to go to one other point up here. As we are entering the time of all this inclement weather, here in Ohio, we've had a pretty mild winter so far, but right up here, in the event of the college closing or course cancellations due to weather, online classes will remain in session. So if you do get a notice on your phone or through email, the college is closed, you go, oh, great, I don't have to turn in that assignment. No, unfortunately, we keep going unless the server goes down somewhere, but the D2L Brightspace servers are, I think, located in multiple different spots throughout the country, so there's built-in redundancy. I don't think they're going to go down. So we just keep in mind we will remain and stay open. Okay, well, that concludes our syllabus walkthrough for HCA 410 Healthcare Finance. Remember, if you have any questions, contact me sooner rather than later in this course. It's my objective that all of you get the grade that you want for this course, and most students do. It's pretty easy. Just make sure you turn in your assignments, you turn them in on time, and you put forth a good effort into them. I think we all know when sometimes we don't put the effort into it. But do get them in on time, and put the best effort you can possible into those. And most students do get an A in the course. Where students don't get the grade they want is when I have assignments that are missing, or obviously assignments that were just poorly done. So please, again, let me know if you're getting in trouble with the course, and willing to get you through and get you to that grade, as long as we maintain the objectives for this course that we talked about. So, excellent. All right. Well, that concludes the video for the syllabus walkthrough. And as always, thank you for watching.